2, 3.
Hi, my name is Ben Chung, the inventor of the Tech Deck. Today I'm going to just go over an overview of how to play the game peer-to-peer. You're going to divide your players into two teams. So in this case, Mr. Green, Mr. Brown, Mr. Black, and Mr. Orange will be on one team. So that side will be one team, this side will be one team. You're going to pull out these cards. So one team's cards will be this, another team's cards will be that. So the one of science, 2 of information, 3 of service, 4 of technology, 1 of service will be one team's deck. And another team's deck will be the 1 of technology, 2 of science, 3 of information, 4 of service, and 1 of information. You're going to take those decks, and that'll be your deck. Shuffle them up, draw 4 cards. Those are your starting decks, and these are your starting hands. So that's what's left in your in this team's deck is just 1 card. You're then going to shuffle the remaining cards, and you're then going to deal out cards such that each team has 2 venture cards, and a venture card has the little venture symbol on it, as opposed to the group symbol with this little hand. So 2 per player, so 4 in this case, because you have 2 players. 2 times 2 is 4. And then you're going to take 2 of the cards, and your choice, assign it to a player. And then do the same for the other team. There's 4 here. And then they're going to take 2 and assign to them. And then in between the 2 teams will be the customer deck. So the rest of the cards will form the customer deck, and then we will turn over 2 customers into the customer row, and the turn goes, and then you're going to assign the first team marker. So the turn goes, basically you can use game effects either from your hand, so you'll be able to use effects from your hand, for example, draw and discard a card. And you'll be able to use once a turn each player's game effects. So you can use game effects, you assist customers, and then you can use game effects and keep assisting customers. And then after that, you're going to check to see if the game ends. The game ends when the deck, the group deck, the customer deck runs out, or there's in the 4-player game 2 unhappy customers. And then after that, you're going to take any remaining cards in the customer in the group hand, flush them, draw new cards into the group hand, shuffling the deck if you need to draw a hand of 4. And then the next turn starts. You'll pass the turn player marker and deal out new customers into the customer row. And that's the basic that's the basic flow of the game. So using effects, you can use effects starting with the team that has the first player marker. They can use an effect, for example, draw and discard a card, or you just read the effect on the card. To assist a customer, what you want to do is use cards whose sum is equal to the value of the card you're trying to assist. So 2, 1, 1 adds to 4, and at least one of the cards is a science card. Okay, so both teams can try to do that. And then one of 3 things can happen to the customer card. You can it can go into your score pile, and so it scores 1 card per customer that you've successfully assisted. In this case, this card lets you, after you've assisted, you can add to the group discard, so the second place it goes to the group discard, and the third place it can always go is to a group venture, okay, to be able to use turn after turn. And then after you do that, the cards that were used to assist a customer, let's say they add it to the group discard, they go to the group discard, and another team can also try to assist the customer. If there was both teams were trying to assist the same customer, we would try to resolve a tie. So for example, if this team were trying to assist this customer this way, both teams were contesting this customer, they would resolve the tie. You check the highest value, but in this case, the values are also tied. So you would look at the suit. It goes service as the highest, suit, and then technology, and then sciences, then information. So in this case, the sciences would win this card, and then they could add it to the group discard. Okay, and you keep doing that until, again, either the customer deck runs out, or until you have 2 unhappy customers. So what happens is when turn after turn you're adding customers to the customer row. The customer row can hold 4 cards. If a 5th would be added, the one to the leftmost one would become an unhappy customer. Okay, and that's the basic gist of the game. Thank you.